Let's go. Well, hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm here in the trail of Rio Rabaçal in Valpaços. It is located in the north of Portugal and it is fantastic. So it's a very good place to make some landscape and nature photography. We have here the Rio Calvo and of course the Rio Rabaçal. And today I'm making the trail that starts in Agordela. So it's beautiful. It has this Rio Calvo, and of course in this time of the year we don't have the vegetation of spring, and of course the autumn is already gone. So we only have this beautiful landscape of the end of August with the leashes in the floor, and of course this fantastic light of the winter mornings. So let's try to make some good landscape photography. I kind of wait to make a good photography of the river because I know this has one point that the water falls off a little bit. So let's try to make a good So let's try to make a good long exposure photo of the water. Let's see how it goes. So this is the first spot that I was thinking about for making a good photography. The long exposure landscape, waterscape, to catch this part here of the river. Let's see if I can make it down there because the bridge is really in a bad shape, and I don't know if I can go there. Let's see if these don't fall apart. If it falls apart, well, it will be nice for the video. It won't be so nice for me. I'm not liking this because this is very slippery, and well, I think yes, it's good. Let's try to go, but it's very slippery. So far so good, but this is very slippery and you can't put your feet down here, otherwise you will fall for sure. So it's bad, but I think I can pass. Let's see. What you do for a photo, Hopefully a good photo. But I think it will be worth it because the river is with a really good streaming, so it will be a nice long exposure photo of the river. Well, I don't know if you can hear me good. I hope so. So I was thinking about the long exposure in the water here. So you have a really big streaming coming up or coming down. But what I want to catch also is the bridge. The bridge has fallen apart, maybe because of the bad weather of the water. And I'm going to try to make a composition that catches the rest of the bridge, the water, this streaming coming down, and also that fetus there, that plant. I don't know if it's gonna work, and sadly it has some debris here, plastic and rests of bags, I don't know, a lot of things, and clothes too, so it's a pity, but I'm gonna try to catch this and hopefully it can give me a good shot. I know you want me to fall down, I know it. It's not gonna happen. So I'm going to use here Marumi neutral density filter. I'm thinking about the ND64. It will be more than enough to make this long exposure. And let's try to see how it works. Very important before you make this kind of photo to clean up your filter. I am using f11 3.2 shutter speed. It should be enough to give that little bit movement to the water. And of course I'm with a very unstable tripod here, so you should make at least 2 seconds of delay to make the photo. What I'm going to make here now is also HDR. So I'm going to make 3 exposures, one underexposed by 1 stop, another one with a good exposure, and another one with plus 1 stop. And then I will merge everything in a HDR photo so we can have a good exposure in the highlights and a good exposure in the low light. Well, at this point my GoPro battery has just died and I couldn't film anymore the process of making this next photo, because of course I had to use my camera to shoot the photo and I couldn't film at the same time. So but I wanted to show you this fantastic point of view of this beautiful landscape with the river streaming downside, and I wanted to make a long exposure of this landscape. So it was a pity that the trees, they have no leaves anymore. The autumn here has ended, and I was really angry because with that leaves, with that autumn colors, this photo should be magnificent. Well, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. Well, so after a fantastic morning of hiking, it was time now to get a decent hot meal. But at this point I find out that I've made a really big mistake. I forgot to bring my boil pan or my boiling pan. So I didn't have nothing to boil the water that I need to make my meal. So in this situation I had to invent a solution, and on the way here to this spot that I choose to eat my meal, I have found an old pan in the ruins, and I decided that I could use this to boil some water, but of course it was completely disastrous pan, and of course it was very dirty to use. I couldn't use that, so I boiled the water in a glass jar and use it to just simply put the water in the food. Of course it doesn't work very efficient, or at least it was not 100% ideal, but at the end I could make my meal and I could eat a decent hot meal in this magnificent place. And of course I also made my coffee, so I couldn't miss to make my fantastic coffee in this wonderful, beautiful place. So before I leave this magnificent place after a very improvised lunch, I spotted one more shot, and let's see if it works. I'm going to use two stacked filters. Let's see if this works. I don't know if it works with these filters. I never tested it, but I'm going to use a polarizer filter for the water and the reflections, and an ND64. Well, and I finished this episode with this fantastic photo that I really enjoyed to do. I hope you like it. I hope you like the video. And please subscribe this channel to stay in touch with the new content that I'm putting in here, and to support this channel. Thank you very much. See you on my next video.